Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of Well, This Happened, the show that lets you be the career coach. Today, we're going to reveal the correct answer for this week's awkward situation. This week, we heard from Becky. She and her coworker were complaining about another coworker and a client via an email chain. At one point during the conversation, Becky's coworker tagged an email list that sent out their conversation to the entire company. Becky's not sure how she can recover from this or what she should do next. Let's see if we can help Becky out. Click up here if you want to read the entire story. Earlier this week, we shared some possible ways that Becky could address this situation. Let's see which of those answers are not correct. Let's start with option C, which is to do nothing and just hope that people forget about it. Remember, your email chain was sent out to the entire company. If you choose to ignore this, you're only going to hurt yourself. Not taking any ownership in this situation can get yourself in trouble with not only your boss, but all of your other colleagues. Next was option D, which is to start looking for a new job. Every company's policies are different when it comes to mistakes like this. Some are more lenient than others. Depending on the severity, you might be forced to look for a new job. That said, you shouldn't just ignore the situation and fend for yourself. You're going to need to make things right before you leave. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to explain why you left your last job to new potential employers. Then we had option B, which is to apologize privately to the coworker that you mentioned in the email. It's probably a good idea to apologize to the coworker that you mentioned in the email because he or she is probably pretty embarrassed. It's the least you can do for this person who you just called out in front of the entire company. That being said, this doesn't solve the bigger issue that's at hand, which is your reputation within the company. Not only did you embarrass yourself and your coworker, but you embarrassed the company. You probably owe your boss an apology as well. So that leaves us with the correct answer, which is option A, to go to your direct manager, apologize, and ask how you can resolve things. Unfortunately, you're in a pretty tough spot right now. Again, by sending those emails, you embarrassed yourself and the company. You've got a lot of damage control to do. At this point, you should chat with your direct manager, apologize for your mistakes, and ask what you can do to resolve this situation. Depending on the severity of the situation, he or she might have different options for you. This is important because it shows that you're owning up to your mistakes and you're genuinely sorry. The repercussions might depend on the severity of the issue, but if there's a way that you can dig yourself out of this hole, you should take it. So there you have it. Own up to your mistake and ask your superior what you can do to make amends. So, what would you have done if you were Becky? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. And while you're there, be sure to hit that like button if you found today's video helpful. Have you decided to start looking for a new job and have no idea where to start? Well, then you might want to check out our subscriptions. You can work with our team of trained coaches to help streamline your job search. You can learn more about our subscriptions and how they can help up here or in the description below. If you want to watch more While This Happened or one of our most popular videos of all time, be sure to check out the videos that we have linked here. And if you like hearing from us, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell to get notified every time we post something new. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week on Well, This Happened.